Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tribal Trades. Welcome to the Daily Show, wherever you're tuning in from around the world. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, please smash the like and reminder there. That helps get this content out to more people. Love reading all the comments and questions there. Certainly, I will get back to those as soon as possible. If you haven't joined our ever-growing community, also click the subscribe button to come on board. And there are a lot of links in the description. I get asked a lot of questions, and a lot of those answers are in the links in the description. There's the NordVPN link there. I do recommend everybody using a virtual private network. It only costs a couple of bucks a month. You use the link in the description, my link in the description. You'll get a bit of a discount, and I believe you get a few months free as well. Just to keep your identity secure and your location secure and private as well. Otherwise, that is exposed, okay? So just a heads up on that. Also, there's some exchange links below. A lot of people have been asking in the Discord, how do you move the TON coin to the TON wallet? Because when the Hamster Kombat airdrop happens, you've got to have some gas fees, some transaction fees, and that is paid in TON. And through the Discord, we found that crypto.com seems to be the best exchange for buying and then sending to your TON wallet. So there is a link in the description below to the crypto.com exchange. If you haven't signed up, there's definitely some rewards there if you use that link below. So make sure you use that link there. And that also helps support the channel. You win, I win, we all win. And that's what crypto is all about. Okay, we're going to jump into why I am bullish on Bitcoin. And look, while we have been below the 200 EMA on the daily, yes, I am bearish, but I'm short-term bearish. When we're above that, I am, of course, more bullish. And of course, we need to get above that 50-day moving average. We'll look at the charts in a minute, but I've been saying all along that I have felt that the local bottom was in or close. There is a possibility, of course, and there still remains a possibility that we do drop to the 49 to 51, 52K area. But I do feel the probability is higher that the bottom is already in. Only time will tell. We will see. Either way, I am prepared. I am mostly deployed in the crypto market. But if there is a drop down to 49.51K, there is some buy orders in there ready to go. And if not, that's totally fine. So let's look at some news as we look at some of the latest and greatest in the crypto space. Liquidations update. 18 billion of shorts will liquidate when Bitcoin goes to 72,418 just on Binance alone. There is more liquidity to the upside. That doesn't mean that we can't have one more flush out to the downside, but I feel that liquidity draws the market like a magnet. There is also liquidation levels at 65,000 and at 67,000 as well. Okay, we also have the MACD and the RSI. I've been sharing for many days now that there is bullish divergence on the Bitcoin charts. There's actually bullish divergence on many Bitcoin charts, many altcoin charts, I should say, but specifically Bitcoin moves the market. And so there is bullish divergence on the RSI. There's also a bullish cross on the MACD. This person claims that the price reclaims 60,000. We will see 70,000 in no time. Well, let's see what plays out. But I have been showing many times, I've shown, if you look on my videos, if you've been following my videos, the same thing that I drew live on the channel. We have price going down and we have momentum going up. That is bullish divergence that usually leads to some upside here. So let's see how that plays out. I think it should play out. We'll see. No guarantees, of course, in the crypto space. We also have the touching the lower border of the weekly Bollinger Band. For the third time, this has happened since November of 2022. The first touch led to 100% upside. Second touch, 200%. Third touch, let's see what we're going to find out. Do see that it did take 7 months to gain 100% and 7 months to gain that 200%. But historically, if this follows along, we should there see another bullish indicator, okay? We also have the cup and handle. Now, I identified this on the channel, I think about a week ago, that this was forming. I did say it was a bit of a tiny handle. I said there's a cup there, and yes, there is a handle. It's tiny. It does bring an upward target of about $127,000 for Bitcoin. And I did feel that if you've watched my Bitcoin video with my predictions, I did have 100 to 120,000. I've gone for the lower end of that of just over 100,000 as being my ultimate top in this Bitcoin market. So the German government is also, the Germans, they have finished selling. They're out, although I think somebody cheekily sent them about $1 in Bitcoin or something just to be cheeky back to their wallet so that they didn't show as zero. So I do believe there's some fun Twitter posts and some memes about that, but they are completely out of Bitcoin. There is no more selling. We just have the Mt. Gox sell-offs that are going to be happening over from now in the next 90 days. However, I feel that it's going to be so spread out, and how many of these people are really going to sell their Bitcoin when we have so many local bottom indicators that are there. I think there'll be some selling, but I don't think there is as much as what we saw with the German government there. So we also had the ETS really just scooped up a lot of that Bitcoin. And I said this, after we had this July 4th, I came on, I believe, on July 5th, and just to bring some calm into the market to show how alone that one ETF in BlackRock could scoop up and has been scooping up the amount of Bitcoin that the Germans were selling. And we just continued to see that there was more and more Bitcoin being added. We see there was just July 4th where they couldn't buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight days of buying the Bitcoin dip. They just scooped up all that German Bitcoin that was being sold. I think it was a little bit of FUD that caused the market to crash. And so I was proven right on that point. And then we've got the indicators that the Coinbase Premium is showing a bottom. Every time the Coinbase Premium have gone into these red levels, it has marked a local bottom. Just another bottom indicator. Willy Woo here, who is posted here, early signs minor capitulation is ending. We'll look at the charts in a moment and see if we have a blue buy signal yet. Germany has no coins, not a bad time to stack sats, lots of bottom signals, and I do like that. And you can see that with the Bitcoin hash ribbons that the minor capitulation is starting to slow. So we'll see how long that takes to get that blue buy signal there. And like I've been saying in yesterday's show, if you watched yesterday's show, Bitcoin recently re-entered the reload zone where professionals like to buy. There's the reload zone, and we've seen numerous touches on there. Probably one of the last good opportunities to get exposed to alts at these prices in the cycle. And I do believe this, and this is why I created my crypto cheat sheet. All right, so that we had a roadmap and a blueprint, my blueprint, for loading up altcoins ready for the next leg of the bull market. And some of those altcoins are already in the positive. Imagine as things continue to pump and grow from here. Now, could we have one more flush out? As said earlier, of course, that could possibly happen, okay? And other things to keep an eye on is, Bitcoin dominance. If we go to the charts here, well, actually, I think we'll go to Bitcoin first because we're already there. We're already on the Bitcoin chart here. So you can see we have broken back above the 200 EMA. I did say to you, Bitcoin does not stay long under here. I said only sometimes days, weeks, and at the most months. And we've been under here for just around a week, I believe. Let's look when we broke under on the 4th. So just over a week. We're back. We haven't had a confirmed close. So it's funny how we always poke our heads, or Bitcoin always seems to poke its head up above in the beginning of the day. And then what happens is nearer the end of the day, it's tended to not be poked above. We don't have the blue buy signal there. We're still green for the hash ribbon. So we'll wait for that to turn blue. But this is why, in my opinion, it's a great opportunity to load up while we're in the minor capitulation phase before it turns blue, because I can tell you, as soon as we get that blue buy signal on the hash ribbons indicator here, we are definitely going, and you can see it's definitely momentum is slowing. We reached a little bit of a bottom here, and now it's starting to come up with minor capitulation. Of course, it can always go back to the downside, but we're looking for a blue buy signal here. I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. But as you can see, we're above. We've had a couple of wicks. The more we bash away on this level, the more likely we are to break through. And certainly we've had more bashing away to the upside than we have to the downside. We have 2 wicks down here, and that's it. But we have a lot of retests of this area. We have busted through for, I believe, the 3rd or 4th time here. Let's see if we can get a weekly close and hold this till Sunday. That would be quite bullish. Obviously, we need a retest on Monday. I'd like to see a nice 3-day candle close. I'd like to see a weekly close over the 200 EMA. This is on the daily time frame, so Sunday close, and then I'd love to see a 3-day close above that as well. So on Wednesday, I'd be looking for the 3-day chart for there to be a close above that, and then we can look to push on, get through this red band of EMAs here, a lot of resistance here before we can get back to the 50-day moving average here. And I'm just going to move to the weekly time frame. You can see what this looks like when the this blue buy signal here happens for the hash ribbon. So we don't have that yet. We're still in the green. We still don't have that blue buy signal, so we're waiting for that. And I can tell you, when that happens, I think the market is going to really look to take off. Okay, so let's look at the Bitcoin dominance here. Let's Solana dominance as we come up to Bitcoin dominance. So we have Bitcoin dominance. So you can see that Bitcoin dominance is now in a downtrend, and certainly as Bitcoin dominance drops, we will see alts start to pump. That's why alts have kind of been in a little bit of consolidation, and then there's been a little bit of a move up, not all, everything across the market, but you can see that Bitcoin dominance has been coming down. However, we do need to set a lower low here. Ideally, if we go to the weekly, that kind of gives us a little bit more of a view how we have this big long wick here, and we've kept another wick, and then we keep coming down. There is some support for Bitcoin dominance, but we'd like to see that ideally break down below this 54, where there has been a lot of resistance, a lot of upper wicking, and really come down and retest these lower levels here of 53 and down to 52. But we really need to break through this level here. So let's keep an eye on Bitcoin dominance. The DXY is something that I also keep an eye on, and I have referenced in this channel. Generally, when the DXY is down, Bitcoin is up, and so that can be a good leader, early leader. We can see here, and again, we see we're right on some line of support here for the DXY. We'd like to see this come down and break below this 102 and create a new lower low. So we can possibly see, certainly there's been some trend lines that have been broken here. There's a trend line that I have had in here. We've certainly seen a breakdown from that now, and there is an upper level of support, now resistance. We've had a retest of that. So that is bullish for the Bitcoin market there. So that's the update today on Bitcoin. Certainly check out my video from yesterday where I talk about which alts that I've been rotating some of my dead coins into. There's some good buying opportunities, I believe, still in the altcoin market. I have my cheat sheet linked below in the description. If you haven't already signed up for the Stocks with Josh Discord, I'm in the crypto channel there every day, engaging with the community. stockswithjosh.com. You can click on the link. That's also linked in the description below, and you can get some incredible alpha in stocks and in crypto. There are 2 separate channels in there, lots of signals there, and I really believe that's a great place to, and I do feel if you are trading and you love trading and you want to grow in this market, being part of a community is so important, being a part of a community of like-minded people. So jump in below, check that out, and until the next episode. Happy trading.